are going to speak about this nice course about using machine learning in your oil and gas industry, because oil and gas industry is very important, and maybe we need to make sure that we have the maximum efficiency when we are going to use it. And I think nowadays only AI and only machine learning can help you to do these steps. So maybe the course title is a bit interesting. It's called Extracting Data as the New Oil. So usually we have to do some effort to extract our useful information, and it's hidden and it's very precious, very similar to the oil itself. So let's start. I'm going to start here with this nice game that we can play together. And here I try to find the number of hidden object, and this hidden object will be like my data, my information that I can find in my big data amount, and I want to let them help me after I find them. So maybe here we have like bottles, bird, Russian doll, funnel, sword, ladybug, book, playing card, meter, and wheel. And basically this is sometimes very difficult to find, especially if you have many details in your picture or in your data. And here we try to find bit by bit, try to look at our image against all these 10 objects. So sometimes it will be, you have to put more effort to find this nice object or very valuable object for you, especially when we are going to deal with the data in action. So maybe let's try to find some of them, and maybe you try to look carefully. And sometimes data like to hide themselves, especially in very difficult parts or in very similar background to their color. Like maybe this bird, it's hiding very similar to in the green to the tree, background of tree. So it would be sometimes difficult to find them. So maybe let's try to see where are they. Maybe here I can find the sword hiding in very critical position, Russian doll, maybe the bird as we said. This is the meter. Here we have the funnel. Here we have the ladybug just hiding on the kitchen machine. And maybe this is the wheel. Here a book. And here I can find the 3 bottles and the playing card. So maybe I could find them with some effort because I know them actually, but maybe you try to find them with some effort because you don't know where they. So why it was difficult for us to see them? Maybe they were very small, surrounding or with respect to the object surrounding them, and this is something like you don't discover them easily. Maybe the second reason was like it's not unusual to find them here. Okay, maybe you don't expect to see this object here, and sometimes you can look for some information that can be useful but not expected or unexpected for you. Part of the object is hidden, or you cannot see the object as ideally as it is. The trend is not very complete in front of our eyes, and sometimes this can make it difficult for us to discover. Maybe it can be flipped left to right or upside down, so it will be difficult for us to see. Finally, it can be difficult for us to discover because we don't have enough tool, or we don't use the machine learning tool to discover this information. So after I can discover them with a good tool, I can make good use of them and I can enhance my business. Finally, you have to know what you are looking for before you start searching, and this is something very important when we look for something actual thing like hardware stuff. But when we look at some software pattern or some information hidden as a relationship between the different data, it will be more difficult for us. So let's start this nice course. And today I am going to speak about, in 5 days, we are going to cover many nice areas, especially where we are gathering the data and what are the chances for us to find useful information and useful data gathering and data quality in oil and gas, maybe machine learning in oil and gas industry. The second day, the third day, we are going to speak about how we are implementing machine learning, okay, especially in oil and gas, and what are the best opportunity to find the chances to enhance your business. Maybe day 4, we are going to speak about how to collect data and analyze them to make ready for the machine learning analysis. And maybe last day we speak about some technology that already being used, like digital transformation, what we mean by digital twin, what do we mean by soft sensor. Usually soft sensor is something that is very needed in oil and gas, where you create a sensor that is not hardware. You create some sensor based on just a model, okay? You can just know the relation between two variables or more than two variables using some historical data, and then you can tell me what's the time now or how it look like, how is the safety score, how is the security score from some measurement. And this is something very good to do with, to work with. Digital twin is another use of AI, and especially creating a model for how systems are working. And we usually copy some physical data with some logical model about it, and then it can be used to understand or forecast when it will go down, when it will have better enhancement, or this is not the usual performance, this is something abnormal. So I can make my calculation very early. And this is what we are going to cover in our